Hey everybody, it's Steve with Spectrum Sports Performance. So we're kind of coming back at you today with a new video blog series. I got CJ with me and he's going to be talking today about our Returning to Sport program, which real quick, Returning to Sport athletes, Returning to Sport program is basically an extended rehab. So we've got athletes that come to us that have gone through the rehab process. They've been cleared maybe by a physical therapist or whatever. So the area might be healthy, but the rest of the body isn't healthy and they're not ready to return to sport at a high level. And our goal is to take them from post-rehab to get them back to sport at a high level with no compensations, no issues, no problems. And that's what CJ does here with most of our athletes. So what we're going to talk to you about today a little bit is how important building unilateral strength is on the lower extremities. So we're really going to focus on lower extremities. We could be talking about knee injuries, ankle injuries, but on that return to sport process, it's important we build unilateral, single leg strength, balance, and coordination. And so CJ, I just want to get your opinion real quick on how important that is in getting an athlete back to top shape and back to performance.
So these days we see a lot of non-contact ACL injuries, so that's the knee diving in most of the time or hyperextension. So the more control we can get over that knee using our glutes to control what our leg does, the better athlete we're going to be. Major thing we look for in it is athlete needs to get stronger in that quad that they just had surgery on. Usually we like it around 10% compared to the other quad before we let them return to sport. So today we're going to have Sean come over here. We're going to demonstrate a few different progressions and digressions of the single leg squat.
All right.
Okay, so the first exercise we're going to do is a single leg squat onto an elevated surface. We have a plate on top of a bench here. Sean, you're going to use the ball under your right foot. Your left leg you're going to squat. Think of the ball as an egg. Do not break it. Okay, so big things we're looking for here is the knee's not diving in, the big toe is able to stay on the ground, and he's sitting into his glutes versus pushing his knee forward. So his knee dove in a little bit there, so keep it out, Sean. One more. Good, and relax. So next progression we're going to do, same thing, but he's going to be able to descend onto a bench instead. So essentially we're just getting a little bit more depth. Good. Big toes on the ground and drive up. Good. So now we'll take the ball away. The next progression we'll do, I'll put the band around his left leg. I will pull his knee into valgus. He's trying to keep it out. You can also do this with a mini band. I like to use the band instead so I can control the kind of tension I'm putting onto it. So as he's descending, I'm going to pull it. And then I'm going to release it. Keep that knee out. Don't let me bring it in. Good. One more. And relax. Good. Bands off. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to go over the TRX. Sean, what you're going to do, you're going to have your hands in the TRX. This is here for assistance. This is going to allow us to get more depth. Use the TRX as needed. So if you don't need it at all, or if you need it a lot, by all means go for it. Looking for the same thing here, knee not diving in, sitting back into our hips and keeping our big toe in the ground. Good, and drive up. You see he can get a lot more depth there because he's able to keep himself stable. And drive up. Good, one more. Big toe stays in the ground. Drive up through your heel. Good. Relax. Last one we're going to do, we're going to move over here to the bench. He's going to step up onto the bench. The bench has a pad on it, so it's going to be a little unstable, so we can add a little bit more stability to it. Plus, he can descend into more of a pistol squat position. So he'll step up. I like to keep that other leg down to the side versus sticking it out in front just because that way they don't get an excessive forward lean. And he'll descend into a squat, touch and drive up. Good, keep that knee nice and stable. I know it's tough. Drive up. Give me one more. Good, and relax. Okay, that is it for Return to Sport. Again, I'm CJ. We'll see you next time.